Now to something we knew was going to happen, but that doesn't make it any easier. The third phase of construction on the Kennedy Expressway is just days away. Our Andrew Ramos live along the route with details on what drivers should expect and how we can prepare emotionally as well, Andrew.
Exactly. Here we go again, right, Marie? Now, as far as what drivers should expect, it's of course delays. It's going to all start first thing in the morning on March 18th. Mark your calendars. That's when the crews are going to zero in on those outbound lanes here along the Kennedy. It's going to cause some heartache and headaches for drivers near and far. Gridlock returns to the Kennedy Expressway next week as the Illinois Department of Transportation kicks off the third and final phase of a years-long rehabilitation project, which will include repairing 19 bridges, repatching pavement, and replacing overhead signs and LED lights in the outbound lanes. Lane closures will first happen on the outbound Kennedy between Division Street and the split between the Kennedy and Edens Expressway near Montrose, leaving at least 2 lanes open to traffic. The reversible express lanes will also be open outbound, but drivers should be warned that for the first part of this phase, which lasts till June, they will not be able to exit until hitting the Edens. So if you're headed to O'Hare, you got to take the local lanes. On top of all that, there will be 19 outbound ram closures throughout this phase. Those durations and specific ram closures will be announced in advance. The news not exactly what drivers like IJ Singh, who runs a car service, wants to hear. The project, which initially had a targeted budget of $150 million that has now ballooned to $169 million, has traumatized him in more ways than one.
It's going to be worse than last 2 years because there was only 2 lanes going toward west. Yeah. And it's going to be bad. It's worse than last 2 years.
Look, you could always communicate more, and I think you're going to see that this year, and that's how we're going to go about trying to rebuild the trust, is, almost over communicating and detailing to the public what work's going to be going on.
Now, IDOT says it's going to be frequently updating its website and put out that information as soon as it gets it when it comes to those closures on those lanes and ramps. And this final phase, expected to last till the end of the year. Reporting live here along the ever so magical Kennedy Expressway, Andrew Ramos, CBS News Chicago.
We've got to have a good attitude if nothing else. Thank you so much, Andrew.